What if I switch the audio? Testing. Alexa, pause TV. Let's switch the audio. This is tricky. This is tricky. Okay. But we like problems, so we're going to try and solve it. Testing. Okay. But we like problems, so we're going to try and solve it. Alexa, pause. Testing. Okay. But we like problems, so we're going to try and solve it. Thank you for subscribing. I'm trying to sort out some audio issues right now, but I really appreciate it. Yo, welcome to the live. Can you give me a shout out? My name is Lev. Hello, Lev. Shout out to Lev. Yo, how we doing? We doing good? We doing good? Today we're doing some character creation stuff. Yes. Testing, testing. Could you just sound off in the chat if you can hear me clearly right now? Just want to check something. Just let me know, like, hey, we can hear you very clearly, or clearly enough. Okay, I think we've got somewhere now. Okay, we're going to run with that. It looks like we've got the stream up and running. So, whoever's in the chat right now, welcome. Today we're doing some character creation stuff. We're doing some drawing, some digital drawing. We could try and get the music up and running, but it's being a bit buggy with the audio. So I think for today we're just going to just go on pure vibes for the moment. But let me know if you'd like some music and I could give it another go for sure. Yeah, so last stream we did this image right here. We're kind of on a punk vibe right now. I've been trying to wrap my head around this other project that I'm working on right now. I'm not very good when it comes to like full body or even half body projects. Um, so for the moment, we've got this. It's a very rough outline, but we're hoping to refine it and refine it. I mean, the last project we worked on, this one right here, we we worked on it over and over again, moving the nose, moving the jaw, moving the eyebrows until we were happy with something. And we're probably going to end up doing a lot of the same with this. Um, it's not going to look anywhere near perfect by anytime soon, but it's just the journey, isn't it? You know, I'm enjoying just coming on live, seeing who's in the chat, and just vibing. You know, if you want to have a conversation, if you want to join me doing some, if you want to join me drawing, feel free to open up a notepad or go on your tablet, open up Photoshop on your laptop, and let's just get creative with it. You know, very low stakes. My mate was in the chat earlier on. He was like, "Don't panic, bro. Like it's free. It's not free, but like you're not gonna run out of paint. You're not gonna run out of biro. You're not gonna run out of pencils. You know, especially with digital art. It's just you know." So I'm kind of roughing in this guy's jacket right now, trying to get an idea of how it might be flapping, giving his motion. So I just roughed in this line here, and it's like, nah, I don't feel like it'd be going straight down. If he's swinging outwards, probably wouldn't be doing that. It might be like billowing open. You know, we can clean up some of these lines as well. This was just me trying to rough out where his like chest and shoulders and stuff would sit. Making sure that the shape of his torso was right. You know. Like kind of imply. We could even have his jacket maybe not that far back. Come down and then around. We'd have that little flap there. Yeah, something of the sort. You know, that would be that's something. You know, I haven't even really added the muscles on this arm here. I'm hoping I'll be able to get away with not doing that as much and just kind of having his somewhat baggy clothes hide some of it, you know? You know, I feel like his wrist needs to be a bit thinner here, going into the fist. Anyone new to the stream, welcome. Thank you for joining me this evening or this morning, wherever you are. I'm just doing a bit of digital art, you know? We're moving. In fact, should we just take a little water break? If you haven't drunk any water in the last, say, half an hour, we're gonna pause real quick, get funky with it. We're gonna drink some water. Okay, back to the stream. Stay hydrated, guys. You joined from my posts. Welcome, Darth Lad. Thank you. So I don't know if you saw my devlog posts where I made some posts about me working on a VR game. I've since left that project. I'm not working on that anymore. But I have decided that I want to get back into VR, into game development, not virtual reality game development, but game development. Um, and as a result of that, I want to essentially start planning out some characters and a world to start building into. This is part of that. Um, this character here, hi boss. Yeah, this character here is one of the characters that I'm hoping to eventually like 3D build out into 3D and have in the game. But yeah, it's kind of a lot of work ahead of me, and I thought rather than just hunkering down and just working on it in silence, I thought let's just start streaming, you know. So today we're doing character creation, we're doing a bit of digital art. Um, who knows? In a month's time, I might be on Blender and actually be building out these characters in 3D. Who knows? You know, maybe 2 months' time. Who knows? I don't. But thank you for joining me this evening. Um, really appreciate it. I'm not entirely sure where to go with this now, if I'm honest. Ooh. I feel like there's loads of little details I could add. You know, this bit down here I just kind of roughed in to get an idea of where his hip would sit. I could probably go now. I remember you. Yeah, thank you. If you see me replying to a message you can't see, it's because I am multi-streaming. I'm on two different platforms. Because TikTok does not seem to like me, and people on the Red app, we're getting some good views. So I really appreciate you guys joining me this evening. Thinking maybe making that a bit more folded. It's super rough right now. You know, as I'm feeling more confident with the shapes and everything, I'll start refining it a bit more. Like this arm here, I'm really not feeling. It's kind of taking me back to being in high school and like just kind of roughing out people's arms, like just to get the idea across, but not really getting the figure. I tend to be really quite scratchy with the line work. If you look like, I'll open up the other project again if I can find it. Yeah. So like in a lot of ways, I'd class this as somewhat finished. You know, I quite like the scratchy line work. You look over here, like this is just so. We'll get more confident and then we'll start putting in some final lines at some point. But we're quite a far way off of that for the moment. Hello, hello, welcome to the live. Come on in, grab a chair, grab some water. No, you see, I can't. I'm struggling to get this arm in If you guys have any tips, if you're like an artist or you think you have something that might benefit me, I'm more than that's help me. Okay, listen, help me. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like the back of his arm needs to be a bit. You can't even actually see like kind of straight back of his forearm. In fact, it should probably be. I like the shape of the fist. But I think we need to get rid of that and kind of just go. No, maybe I was a bit too bold with that. Hold up. Okay, we'll leave that for the moment. What to work on? What to work on? There's a lot to. Let's get the jacket. Let's get the jacket. I feel like that's a good place to start. Jesus. I feel like a lot of people who watch my process will be like, "You're what you're doing is an absolute mess," but it kind of works for me. Start super scratchy, kind of fix the lines, and then you can do some more final line work later down the line. But anyone who's sticking around on these lives, I really appreciate it. If you want to have a chat about anything, I love video games, I love art, I love fantasy. I'm currently reading what am I reading? Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. Really a great fantasy series there, the Stormlight Archives. I've listened to Mistborn maybe like 7 or 8 times. Do we want to have like I'm thinking frayed edges, but we'll do frayed edges, but not right now. Four eyes F up. What does that mean? What does four eyes F up mean? Hi, just wanted to say you're awesome. Keep up the good work. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Really appreciate it. That's lovely. Lovely to hear. Thank you. That's you got to for the Fido specs. I'm not sure what that says. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna come around like that, I think. Wait, no, because it would come. Hold up. We'll zoom in. Hmm. Oh, okay, I know what I need to do. This comes like that. Boom. Bro, it's cool. I wish I could draw like this. Honestly, just practice. This is the third digital drawing I've done since lockdown. And then in lockdown, I only did a handful. I think I did like a week-long challenge where I literally I bought a graphics tablet and just did some stick figures. I started off in grayscale and just kind of did like these stick figures and tried to get the motion across. But like I think just practice, honestly. Like I wouldn't by any means say I'm even an experienced person at this. It's just about like trying something. And that's the thing with digital artwork as well. Like it's very, very low stakes. You can always just undo, you know? Or if you can get to a place where you like, be like, okay, I really like this, I'm going to try something. Save it as a different version and just do whatever you want with this version. You're like, okay, no, that didn't work. Go back to the old version, you know? It's so low stakes with digital art. I really like it. Just trying to clean up some of this line work just to see like what we're actually working with. Because a lot of like the thicker lines I've done, they kind of imply a certain shape. But until you actually get the line work a bit cleaner, you're not sure if that shape's really working. You know, like, is this the shape we want for the head? It's kind of squared off. I'm gonna go in on the forehead real quick because this was super rough because I was just very, very like uncomfortable working on this face here. I was like, the scratchier I make it, the more I can just like kind of be like, oh, there is a face there, you know, but like in reality, I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, anyone who's sticking around, I really appreciate you guys keeping me company this evening. Oh wait, you know what? I think I'm getting somewhere. No, see, that needs to come across a bit more with that, maybe. Or maybe does his nose line? No, his nose line does not do that. Definitely not. Definitely not. I want to keep that brow shape. No, that's not right. Do we go smaller with the eyes? I'm gonna rough this in again and just to see like how we're feeling. I feel like he's way too calm. The eyebrows are too high. He's got his brow furrowed, so I feel like it needs to be like something like that. No, I might need to look at some reference imagery for this. No, hold up. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break from looking at that because it's making my eyes feel funny. Okay, we're gonna take a quick water break. If you've got water near you, drink it. Stay hydrated. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at this face. I almost want to have something like that. I could smile. No, he's smiling. That looks crazy. It looks mental. We'll find it. We will find it. We found it with the last one. Shaq, are you in either of these chats? I'm not seeing you pop up. All right. See now, I'm looking at his face. I'm going, his face is too small. The actual face is far too small. So I'm literally going to grab this and scale it up. Something like that, maybe? Guys, I think we've messed up here. I think we're in trouble with this drawing. Hold up, hold up. This could be salvageable. This jaw's coming down a bit too low. You know what? I'm feeling a bit lost with this one. So I'm going to look at some reference imagery real quick. How's the stream sounding? How is the stream sounding? Okay, I've got some reference imagery up. We're gonna have another crack at this angry face. Because he looks kind of happy and kind of ecstatic to be doing whatever the hell he's doing, which isn't what we want. I want to get like that kind of motion in his eyebrows at the very least, I reckon. But it might even be steeper because we're looking down at him, you know? We're kind of looking down at him. It's kind of a I think his brow would, even if... Okay, okay. I'm getting somewhere. Where would his actual mouth sit on that? You know? I'm getting a crook in my neck. Ah! Okay, let's get an angle on this. You know? No, no, we almost had it. Felt like we were on the right path there. Anyone want some music? What do you reckon? If I play that, how does that sound to you? Alright, we'll turn the music off. I'm not getting no feedback from anyone in the chat, so no music for you guys until you tell me if it was good or bad. But on this mouth, let's zoom out have a look. Okay. No, like that. That jaw's very temporary. I think we're going to get a lot. I'll get rid of a lot of that and just use shading to imply that line. I mean, definitely need to work on this guy's ear because it's all kinds of messed up. Have I moved his ear too forward? Yeah, I have. We learn from our mistakes. It's digital art. We can just undo, you know, and just continue. I feel like his jaw's a bit too far back, but then maybe no. So the bottom of his jaw is going to line up with. Sorry, the top of his jaw is going to line up with the bottom of his ear. I think we'll go something like that. Hello, hello, welcome to the live, guys. I'm doing a bit of character creation this evening. Just roughing out some figure in a riot, we're thinking. And he's angry. And he's stomping on something off screen. We don't know what it is. See, I like the shape of his head. I like the shape of his face right now and where that's situated. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to move his head around. I'm going to move his hairline and follow the tilt that it's got. But then this is my process. It's really like when I draw, especially digital drawing, it's much more of like a sculpting thing than anything else. I just kind of I move things around. I don't go, okay, according to this artist, you're supposed to set out the figure and then use the skeletal bones and stuff. No, I just kind of go with it. Whoever's sticking around in the lives, I really appreciate it because I'm seeing people join and they'll stay for like 5 minutes and be like, okay, yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing, and then actually leave. Funny stuff. So whoever's sticking around, I appreciate it. Hope you're getting some kind of value out of this. This hairline's a bit skew. Bit skew with. Kind of playing with the idea of changing his head shape. Nope, we're going to keep it like that for the moment. We are going to keep it like that for the moment. I know there's something to change there, but yeah, we'll leave it like that. Hello, hello, welcome to the live. Doing a bit of character creation this evening. No, you know what? This would not be the same thickness all the way up. It would drastically change about right around here. You can kind of see just like how immature I am with this kind of thing because I'm really like, well, this is what a button looks. Look, I'm going. This is what a button looks like. It's a circle, but it's like, is it a circle if it's on a jacket at that kind of angle? Because I know the angle I want to imply, but you know, because like, would his jacket not be? I'm thinking like far thinner and only get thinner as it goes down. Like all of this can go away, you know, and then it would really be like something like that. You know, until like when it's rotating that far, just a line, you know? I kind of get scared, so I like I'll erase a bit and then do a line and then erase a bit and then do a line just so I don't completely lose track of where the line was, which is definitely not the way to go for this kind of thing. Hello, Carl. Welcome to the live. Hey, bud. Doing a bit of character creation. I want to show off my one I did yesterday. That's what we did yesterday. um, yeah, and so today we're doing another one. We're doing a more of like action, I guess you could say. Super rough right now. Just trying to like dial in the shapes and the lines a bit more, and then work from there. I feel like I've bitten off more than I can chew with this. I really do feel like that. But we move, you know. How's your evening been? Oh, you're back at the gym. Nice. Do we do a? No, I'm not going to do a skin tight t-shirt because I know I'm not confident with the. Okay, we need to get this t-shirt right. No, see, it wouldn't be. It would wrap around his arm, and then the fall off would be like back here. You know, we'd have probably a bit of shadow there. No, not there. You were ill. Oh yeah, of course you were. Yeah, it's his shoulder neck right side that's affecting it. It's his shoulder slash neck right side that's affecting. That's affecting what? Tell me. Show me the way. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna lean off screen real quick, suspiciously. And we're back. Looks disconnected. Did this part here or this part here? This side? Second. Okay. 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 No, you're yeah. Yeah. Is the perception of like, so I thought I had the angle right, but maybe not. No, yeah. This is all kinds of messed up. This is all kinds of messed up now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Okay. How are we feeling about that? Yeah. Thank you for the advice. I really appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing. Mm, oh crap. Wrong layer. Give me a mo to select the right layer. I really appreciate that advice. That's like visible improvement for sure. Thank you. I'm definitely going to follow you after this. Thanks. So now the question is, does his chest go past his? I'm guessing his chest would go past his arm at that point then. I mean, hell, you could even have it so his arm comes back a bit more. Oh God, we've seen it too much. Like, cause this whole thing is kind of a nothing pose, isn't it? Hmm. Maybe bring that line closer to his face at the top. The stitch in the sleeve. So like go up here. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Where would the collar come out? Would the collar come out like here? No, you can't have the collar like interacting with his nose, can you? Hey, Dills. Thanks for joining me. I feel like the collar that side can be left out or very minimal because of the angle of his head? No, okay. I hear you. We'll undo, 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 undo. And then we'll just erase the rest of it. Everywhere, every line I draw in front of his face connects with his flipping nose, and it's really annoying. I've got a black line on there, I don't know where it's from. Oh, come on. Yeah, sick. There's just a nice black line there. Cool. Have a good night. No, I really appreciate the advice, man. I'm gonna try and get this right, and then I might call it a night at some point too. It's almost 2 in the morning. I'm up in 7 hours. But thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. I'll give you a follow after this, yeah? Thanks. Yeah, this has hands down been like the toughest one I've worked on. I like cannot get it right. But we're gonna stick with it, you know? At some point I've got to call it a night, but not right now. You know, like, yeah, I look at yesterday's one. Distance equals darker, right? No, not necessarily. Well, like line, like the weight of the line, or like I finished yesterday with this. I know I'm not going to get anywhere near that, but you know, YouTube live comments are very empty. If you're in there, sound off. Let me know that you're here with me, guys. Yeah, shade wise for sure, but I'm nowhere near shading yet. I need to get this shape right. The actual weight of the line is completely irrelevant right now. I'm tend to do thicker lines and like more scratchier lines to imply shape, and then try and pass out the shape using like erasing and getting cleaner lines afterwards. Living Dead Girl, welcome to the live. You know, like this is. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna erase this arm. I'm erasing this arm. I'm gonna zoom out. Yeah, that's literally what I'm thinking. Put it behind. if I can get that angle right, 'cause I don't even know where I'd begin. Like, something like I get super scratchy and then just kind of, you know, I'm forgetting how to draw a bloody fist now. Okay, that's implied. The fist? Yeah. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? Point the rest off. Explain what you mean by that. Anyone on the red app, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, we're also streaming over on TikTok. Um, explain what you think about. Explain what you're talking about, and I'm going to lean off screen suspiciously real quick. Point the hand up. Okay, we'll point the hand up. He says point the hand up. All of a sudden, this guy is an expert. Fair enough. No, you're absolutely right. I take that back. I eat my words. Hand up, wrist out. My dude, this looks cool, I think. I think you're onto something. Hell, maybe even a baseball bat or like a cricket bat or something in that hand at some point. For the moment, I think you're onto something. Like a chest press. No, not all the way up, I don't think. Do you reckon? Maybe we go extreme with it, and maybe that works. Guys, if you have any opinions on what I should do with this image, please let me know because I'm very much lost this live stream. I have no idea what. I feel like that's a bit too far, don't you think? Oh, you know what we could do? What if we do this and then have his shoulder cover the rest of it? Because right now it's just kind of collar. You know what I mean? Like if we do that and then like have his actual shoulder cover it, shape it. The whole thing down. I feel like that's good though. Because you got to remember like where it needs to be sized down as well. It's too large. We're having a whole discussion over here on TikTok about how the hell to do this. My dude, I think we're at a point now where if you feel that you can do better, you just need to do it. Because I don't understand what you're talking about. He said, do the pose and see where your hand is. So he's looking for, we're pink and purple over here. Hold up. Can you see that? Can we stand up? No, can't see it. What's happening in this live? You see, you have to flare your elbow. No. Anyway, we'll work with this for the moment, I think. I do appreciate your input on that for sure. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We have definitely made progress since the start of the stream. How are we feeling about where we are right now, guys? Are we getting somewhere? Mm, what idea of him having like belts around his leg? You know, maybe. I think it would help like really like sell that perspective because I'm really crap at doing that. Riot, welcome to the live. We're doing some character creation this evening. What have I been up to today? I was in the office, so went into work. We had a full day of work. Got some spoons lunch, which was nice. Couple meetings. Came home, had some dinner, and we hopped on live. To be honest, that's a lot of what the day entails for me. And I've got to say, the highlight of the day has to be just coming on live, just drawing. To be honest, which is interesting. Okay, I know I shouldn't. I always get to like around this point, and I know I shouldn't do it. I'm gonna put in a bit of color. I know I shouldn't. Everyone's like, no, don't do it. You're not ready. You're not ready. Get the form down. No, no, I'm not gonna get the form down. I already decided the white shirt. That was like right at the start. Denim, denim vest maybe, like the denim jacket. Oh, that's horrible. No, not that. No, black. We're going black Doc Martens. Do you know what I might do? I might I'm going to change the color of the background real quick. That looks so cold. Who's Matthew? Is Matthew someone in the chat? I'm not able to see any of his messages. Oh, you know what I might do? I'm gonna undo this real quick and just put this on a different layer. Quick thing. Said joined. Yeah, people join and then they leave straight away when they realize that no, I'm not showing my chest. No, I think I'm on YouTube Shorts as well, YouTube Live as well, but TikTok is very fast paced and there's a completely different vibe. To be honest, I don't see a lot of people on TikTok actually like live streaming art, which is completely fine. I feel like I've managed to connect with some people on YouTube Live that seem to actually enjoy the vibe. Definitely want to get music sorted up and running as well for the next time. Hey Adina, welcome to the live. How's your evening treating you? It's getting kind of late, isn't it? What's the time? 20 past 2 a.m. We've got one viewer on YouTube. Hello. Welcome to the live. I hope you're enjoying yourself. We're just doing a bit of drawing. You just woke up. It's 2 a.m. What do you mean you just woke up? Man said am. Man did say am. It's 2 am. See, I know I'm gonna have to redo all of the line work, but I just want to see like what it kind of looks like with color. I'm so like impatient with this sort of thing. You know? Thanks, Dina. We are getting somewhere. I'm thinking like a grey off-white t-shirt, and then we just get like a load of dirt and like maybe some red marks on it. You know? Is that denim a bit too rich? What do you reckon, that blue? We go a bit darker. Wait, hold up. Back it up now. Just back it up. We can change the colors. Yeah, the mohawk from yesterday. That mohawk started off as red, like bright red. You know, we can always just change the color. Like, in fact, I might be able to show you. Like, yeah, it's literally red here. You know, so we can always go in and change it after the fact. But to be honest, I just wanted to see like what it looks like with some color. The final line work isn't. It's not nowhere near ready. Just being impatient. It's kind of giving like schoolboy vibes for some reason. You know what I mean? Like blazer and shirt type thing. And you can mess around with the colors for sure. I think I've got an issue with the line work here. Okay. I'm going to redo this bit here just so I can color in. It's giving denim. Yeah, that was the idea. I just want to check because it looks like some of this line work isn't black. I might have messed up. Might have messed up. Wait a minute. Cool. Might have just been going crazy. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. I'm dodging the allegations, okay? The line work was perfect. Okay. Nowhere near done. I just want to fill it in. Okay. Cool. Hey, Justice Sane, welcome to the live. Okay. No, it will be darker, yeah. When I'm actually doing the shading, I'll use an adjustment layer that just darkens everything that I color over. So in fact, I'll show you on the last one. So like, where is it? It'd be, where are you? Yeah, this. So this is actually just like a black layer, but I changed the adjustment layer so it changes how it interacts with colors but underneath it. That looks nuts actually. That looks kind of crazy. I never did that. Never, never, looked at it like that. Huh. That's really interesting. But I got impatient with that one and hello, welcome to the live. Hey Jasmine, welcome to the live. That one person on YouTube is wondering who I'm talking to. I'm on TikTok as well. But I appreciate you being where you are. Hope you're enjoying the vibes. Yeah, I'm over on YouTube Live as well. If you want to just search my name, it'll come up on my channel. But whichever one works for you, to be honest, it's all good. Mm, that's a bit rich. Can't decide. Yeah. I can't. I think my favorite part of doing these drawings is just filling in the color. Thanks, Jasmine. We're nowhere near done. The line work still needs to be cleaned up, but I got impatient and wanted to see what it might look like with color. Yeah. Thanks, guys. That does mean a lot. Appreciate it. There's some stuff we can definitely improve on this. You were going to sleep. I appreciate you dropping in. No, that hair's not working. What color hair do we go? He's got like a little fro going on almost, hasn't he? I'm gonna I'm going to lean off the camera suspiciously. We're back. We're going brown. The camera follows? What? The allegations. I didn't do nothing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I didn't do nothing. Stay there. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Okay, we'll try brown and we can always change it if we don't like it. You know? Oh wait, different layer for sure. We don't want it on the same layer as the skin. I'm not really liking the brown. You on YouTube, if you're watching, what do you think about the hair color? You decide what color the hair is right now, and I'll change it to that. I'll be looking out for your comment. No, I said that person on YouTube, whoever it is watching right now, because there's only one person. Yes, I'm talking to you. Let's zoom in a bit. Yeah, you can really see the mess of the lines when we do that. Oh, okay. We got no comment on YouTube, so we're gonna run with a color. Oh, what about like gray? No, definitely not gray. Do you reckon? I don't think so. A little lighter. Okay. I think we'll finish coloring, and then tomorrow we'll clean up the line work and actually like, you know, I don't want to end the stream and not have like something I'm somewhat happy with. Not happy with, because I'll definitely come back to this, but you know what I mean? Something I can walk away and be like, yeah, this is what we did. This is what I spent 2.5 hours doing on Wednesday evening. Just realized I missed a bit on that blue. Just grab that color real quick and fill that in. Couple small bits. What color do we go for the knee pad? I'm thinking like, do we go like yellow? Like a orange? I already know I'm gonna like this. Okay. Look, this is so unready. I've still got bloody. I've still got the skeleton line in there. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. Undo. Oh, why do we zoom in that? Something. All right. Just for the fun of it, we are working on this tomorrow. Okay, we are working on this tomorrow. But just for the fun of it, let's add some shading. This has turned into like a bit of a waste of a project. Because we just, I roughed in the figure and then we just went with it. All right. What were the options I used? What was it? It was like, you know what? We'll use a different, that one. We'll turn the opacity down a pinch. We're gonna redo all of this tomorrow. Thanks, Jasmine. I really appreciate it. I'm not sure, even actually sure where the light would come from. Okay. We need to decide where the light's coming from. We could get really weird with it. So in my head, they're in a, yeah, we could do straight down. We could do straight down. But in my head, the initial plan for the image was to have like a fallen helmet on the ground, like a police riot gear helmet, just a helmet, and he's like stomping on the helmet as like a sign of protest. So what if not only the helmet has fallen, but a torch has fallen, and he's actually lit from underneath? How would that look? You know? Should we try it? Because it's like we said earlier on, it's digital art. There's no stakes with this. Let's just see what it looks like. If it doesn't work, we can go back to how it was before, you know? So we'll do the shadows on top. Because I don't know that I've ever done shading for a character that's been lit from below rather than on top. You know? Because like that means that like all of this would be trying to get the right brush size for this bit here. Right. Thanks for the likes, guys. I really appreciate it. I think the lights go to up between his legs so we wouldn't cast that shadow. We'll have a look. We shall have a look. I do think maybe I need to get a little bit more drastic with the shadowing. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the leg would be like here. No, you're right. Good catch for sure. Leg would be like here, I think. I mean, it's something. Am I missing shadows? Bottom right to the top left. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Interesting lighting, for sure. Yeah, guys. Hell yeah. Wait, couple small bits. Would would try shading across the thigh. 1 minute. Would try shading from the thigh across the neck with a similar shadow. I'm not sure I understand that. I am not sure I understand that, good sir. Look how rough the color is on this. And the line work, it's all just a bit of a mess. But you zoom out and it's like, okay, we're getting an idea across. The knee shadow should go all the way up across the body. I don't think you can explain that in quick enough terms, in like short enough terms to get on the chat. I'm not getting it, man. Oh wait, that's the wrong pen. Hello everyone on YouTube. How are we doing? Everything in my body screaming, put a cricket bat in his hand. Are you saying to make the knee shadow longer? I feel like the knee shadow is just fine there. I feel like that the way that works is fine. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. We can give it a try, but I do like this shape. Oh god. Like bring it up here. I don't like that. I like that. I like that. I hear you. I hear you. I think we're going to keep it the way it is right now. I'm liking the way it looks, and I'm looking to bring this to an end at some point, and we can pick it up again tomorrow. But I'm curious what these belts are going to look like for the moment. Just a rough colouring. Because I'm impatient, we had a million things to do before we did this. I don't love the belts, but they're a bit bland right now. You know, we can put a buckle on them, put some designs on the jacket, but it is 8 to 3 a.m. in the morning. We are going to leave it there for the moment, guys. Everyone on TikTok, everyone on YouTube, I really appreciate you spending the time with me. We've been streaming for a minute now. I'll be on tomorrow evening if you want to join me. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.